Hey guys, welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. My name's Blast, or should I switch that around? I don't really know. Well, this is basically a part 2 to my other ranking video where I rank survivors from a survivor point of view. This time I will be ranking killers though from a survivor point of view, so me going against them and what I think about them. So let's get into it. So first up, we have Trapper. Trappers are one of the only types of killers that stress me out, and I respect them for that. Not many killers can make me second guess every single footstep that I take, and it's especially noticeable if I'm playing on a dark map with a lot of tall grass. It's pretty much game over for me, and it's alright because I do respect Trapper players. I give Trapper a 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Wraith. I'm very mixed when it comes to Wraiths because they're always very annoying, and like 75% of them just play with the hit and run style, which it works, but it doesn't mean I have to like it, you know? Like, it feels like the Sweats who used to play Nurse, or who play Nurse, get tired of playing Nurse, and then they go play Wraith because they're always super sweaty and they BM most of the time, even if you don't do anything bad. I hate going against Wraiths. I give Wraiths about a 5 out of 10. The only reason I gave Wraith an average score is because there's 2 times that I remember where Wraith was really cool. The first time was when I first started playing, like early 2019, and I was playing as Baby David King, because, well, I already explained why I like him in the last video. I guess the Wraith noticed that I wasn't playing too well because during this time I didn't know you could equip perks, so I was just running like most of my games with no perks. And anyway, he gave me Hatch and sent me a GG over Xbox. Another time was just recently when I stopped mid-chase to break a totem so I could get some extra points. He waited politely for me to finish, then he smacked me and hooked me. There was a Michaela that hit all match and waited for me to die, and the Wraith closed Hatch in front of her and hooked her. So Wraiths can be cool, it's just few and far in between. Hillbilly. Hillbillies are awesome, especially the Chads who only go for chainsaws. I respect you guys a whole lot, since most of my time in Dead by Daylight was hearing about how weak Hillbilly was and how he kept getting nerfed, and to now see him getting massively buffed and being almost top tier, I'm really happy for you guys. Hillbilly players deserve to kick the ass that they do now. Playing against them is either super fun or straight up game over, and I love them for it. I give Hillbilly an 8 out of 10. Nurse. I hate nurses. Call it a skill issue if you want, I don't care. I respect nurses for taking the commitment it takes to learn her, but otherwise, she's one of the main reasons the game will never be balanced. Every time a killer perk gets nerfed, it's her fault. Every time a survivor gets buffed, it's usually her fault. Get her out of the game, please. 1 out of 10. The Shape. Michael Myers players are awesome, and I respect how many different ways that you can play him. Every time I get jump scared in Dead by Daylight, it's usually because of him. Myers players are usually pretty chill or casual, but can become very sweaty when it comes to gender regression. I can understand that considering that he's a pretty low tier killer, but he can be pretty strong in certain areas. I give Myers an 8 out of 10. Hag. Hags are very rare, and the few times I've gone against her recently, we've gotten a 4-man escape. Hags need a buff since the huge nerf to her traps, which if you haven't heard, her traps can be destroyed by anyone with a simple action. Before, her traps can only be destroyed by burning them with the flashlight. I can't help but feel so bad for Hag and her players. Please behavior buff her or rework her. Hag players don't really play sweaty and they proxy camp a lot, which is fine because she's a territorial type killer. So I unfortunately have to give her a 3 out of 10. Because I don't know. On one hand, I'm ranking them because of how fun they are to go against, and the other hand, I'm ranking them just on how I feel about them. So it's kind of weird. So sorry, Hag players. I'm giving her a 3 out of 10. Doctor. Doctors are mean. When they know the timing of their power, they can become monsters. I sort of respect it because when I play him, I get my ass kicked. I used to be a Doctor main back in the day, and early 2019, I used to be a Doctor main until I eventually moved over to Pyramid Head, and then over and over and over. Now I'm just a Wesker / Deathslinger main. But anyway, once Doctors gain the advantage, it's really hard to get that advantage back. But I really don't mind going against them, so I give Doctor a 6 out of 10. Huntress. Huntress players are pretty cool and very fun to go against. The hitboxes can be kinda janky, but the whole damn game is jank, so it ain't Huntress's fault. I give them a 7 out of 10. Cannibal. Bubbas are a mixed bag when I do eventually play against them. They're pretty fun in chase, but once you go down, you gotta pray that they don't have a basement build already. Hopefully they become a bit more frequent with his changes coming next PTB or whatever. So that's cool. I'm happy for the Bubba players. I give Bubba a 5 out of 10. Hopefully I get to see him more, and I'll probably end up trying him out when he gets buffed. The Nightmare. Freddy is a terrible killer, and I feel bad for him and his players because I love the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Even the remake, even if it's not that good, I still have a soft spot for it. And I just love the way the Dream World looks. Literally, the only time I lose to him is because of my teammates throwing. It feels like purposely throwing. Why can't he be strong without being annoying? Like, tell me, Behavior. Like, tell me now. I want to play against him more. So, Freddy, I'm going to have to give him a 2 out of 10. Because not only is he super weak, when I do eventually go against him, my teammates just don't know how to play against him. It's like since people don't play him all the time, people forget how to counterplay him, and it's just... Jesus. He's too damn easy, and if it weren't for my brain dead teammates, I don't know, man. I don't know. Pig. Pigs are cute, but not very strong. I really do feel for the Saw fans that main her, despite her being, like, probably the weakest killer in the game. I hope Pig gets reworked soon because I usually win against her, and that's not very right. I don't want to win every single match because I know how it's like. I know how it feels like to be on the other end. So I feel like every match should be a 50-50 chance of escaping. And when I go against Pig, it doesn't usually feel like that. I almost feel relieved. So Pig mains are usually really chill, but I have faced off against some sweaty ones, even if their sweat was in vain. So I give Pig a 4 out of 10. Clown. I might be in the minority here, but I actually like facing Clown. He's a good anti-looper that I like to play, and I like to see how other people play as him. If a Clown is good with his yellow bottles, then it's pretty much game over, and I respect it. Clown mains are usually pretty toxic in my experience, but at the end of the day, who really cares? I give Clown a 7 out of 10. Also, PTB Clown, dude, all the Clown mains that play the PTB just to play Clown, you make me want to make a Steam account just so I could play against you guys. By the way, I do have a Steam account, but I basically just have it private. I only use it for playing the Postal games and Left 4 Dead 2. So I would have bought Dead by Daylight a while back, but there's no cross progression, so I don't feel like buying with all the DLC over again. So for now, I'm mainly a console player. Xbox game. Spirit. I think it's very fun going against her in Chase, with the way she blinks in and out and uses her power. Spirits are super strong, and mind games against them are super fun to pull off. I think she's the only top tier killer I really like facing, even if 80% of spirits are sweat lords. I give Spirit an 8 out of 10. The Legion. I hate playing as and against Legion. Legion is not fun at all, but I do have a small crush on Julie, so 2 out of 10. Plague or Plague for the Noob 3 watchers. I think Plagues are cool, especially when trying to dodge their red vomit. I don't really know what it's called. It sucks being injured for the majority of the match, which is why you gotta cleanse at the right time. Plague mains are really cool and usually give me Hatch when I'm the sole survivor. I really love Plague. The Plague players and Plague is a killer, and they're awesome. They're like one of my favorites. I give Plague a 9 out of 10. The Ghostface. Ghostface is an extremely mixed bag and can either be the biggest baby or be the Omega Sweatlord that completely overpowers my brain dead solo queue teammates. I low-key respect it because when I play Ghostface, I mark someone at the beginning of the match, and for the rest of the match, I never get to mark anyone else. I'm just that bad with him, or them. Ghostface is pretty fun to go against when you have an idea of where he is, but otherwise, you're just screwed. I give Ghostface a 6 out of 10. Pretty average, but so-so. Demogorgon. Demos are awesome, and I especially love their chase music and the loppy music. It's so cool. I love synthesizers. If I'm being completely honest, demos are kind of basic. They're fun in Chase, don't get me wrong, but they play very territorial when it comes to their totems, because usually they like to run that one hag perk, Devour Hope. They run that a lot, I notice. Like I said, they're fun, but unfortunately one note from what I've gathered. A lot of them have the same or similar builds. So I give Demo a 6 out of 10. Nah, I'm kidding, I love Demogorgons. I give them a 10 out of 10, I want to see more of them. The Oni. Onis are pretty cool. I would argue he's the most balanced killer in the game, or at least one of them. I haven't played as him, however, from going against him many times, I would say he's another fun killer to face. So I give Oni a 7 out of 10. The Death Slinger. I love the Death Slinger, and I've recently started to main him. He's extremely fun to play as and against. However, I do think he should be buffed a little bit, which is what's happening in the next PTB. I can't wait to see what people think about him. So that's really cool. I think other than Wesker, he's my favorite killer in the game from both sides, Survivor and Killer. I honestly think he's one of the best and the GOATs and and another one of the most balanced killers. He just needs to be buffed just a little bit more. So hopefully his buffs do something to him. So I give Deathslinger a 10 out of 10. The Executioner. My baby boy Pyramid Head was my first killer main when I started playing Dead by Daylight. I feel so bad for not playing him in the past year and a half or so, but I just lost my touch with him. I just can't seem to land. I could take the time to practice, but I just don't have time. So it's just, I'm stuck. I also hate that his add-ons really do suck. He's pretty strong to go against, and it's interesting that he's able to ignore hook-related survivor perks. I like him, and I respect the Pyramid Head mains that go for crazy shots, but like I said, I lost that connection with him, and it's unfortunate because he's literally my mascot. I might have to have a mascot change or just upload a picture of me, but I don't feel like doing all that. So I'm just stuck with the Pyramid Head profile picture for now. So anyway, Executioner gets a 10 out of 10. The Blight. I hate facing Blight. I know it's a skill issue. I give him a 2 out of 10. The Twins. I can't actually remember the last time I went against the Twins, so I'll leave them unranked for now. I heard they slug a lot, but I don't want anyone else's opinions in this video. You know, unless they're in the comments. Like, I like reading comments. But let me know what you guys think of the Twins and all the other killers, of course. So, yeah, on to the next one. The Trickster. Tricksters are kind of tough, but they're reasonably fun. Especially if you're on your last knife before going down and you're running blind looking for cover. I play Trickster a little bit and I just kind of suck as him. Well, I got a 4K last match, that's because the team really did throw. And, yeah. Anyway, I don't mind facing Trickster. I give him a 6 out of 10. The Nemesis. Nemesis is extremely fun, but I will admit it's mostly because of how weak he is. The zombies can be a pain when there's no pallets or if you don't have a flashlight, but otherwise Nemesis needs to be buffed. To this day, I don't know why they nerfed the add-on Marvin's Blood so he couldn't tear up faster. Like, what? All it does is allow him to break pallets faster, and I mean, yeah, it does extend the range just a little bit, but it's just a little bit. Like, is it like 1 or 2 more meters? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Nemesis is fun because he's weak, so I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Just in the middle. The Cenobite. One of my favorite licenses to be added to the game, and I don't even know how to play him. Unfortunate. Anyway, he's okay to go against. I love and hate that he forces the survivors to secondary objectives, and it's fun trying to dodge his chain summons, but the box really just pisses me off. I give the Cenobite a 6 out of 10. Hopefully we get Butterball soon. The Artist. I've only gone against Artist a handful of times since she came out, and I don't really know what to say about her. She's pretty, and that's about it. I guess I'll leave her unranked, like the Twins, because it's unfair to rank a killer I don't even remember playing against. Again, let me know what you think. The Onryo. The Ring chapter is one of my favorite chapters, but Sadako is not really fun to go against because my teammates always let me down against her. Like, I play solo queue around 90% of the time, and most of the time my teammates are fine, but they go brain dead as soon as I spot those TVs. I personally like her when I'm running a sprint burst build against her, but otherwise, she's alright, I guess. I give her a 7 out of 10. The Dredge. I physically can't play against him. I get his Nightfall ability is supposed to be dark, but my Series X makes the dark look even darker. I tried turning up the brightness on my TV and the Xbox, and it does not help at all. I just admit defeat, and it's the only time I will kill myself on hook against a killer. That's why unfortunately I have to give him a 0 out of 10. The Mastermind. Albert Wesker is my favorite killer to play as and against. Instant 10 out of 10. The Knight. I actually don't mind playing against Knights. However, a whole lot of them are extremely toxic and always BM and send me messages after the game like, bro, you tunneled me, it's not my fault, I ran you for almost 4 gens. And then they send messages saying easy and you suck. Like, okay bro, if I suck, so do you, because all my teammates survived. So to the small minority of cool Knight players, I hope you guys get his many different bugs fixed, because he has a whole lot. Now that I thought about it more, I actually hate going against Knights because of his toxic players, so Sorry to all the Good Knight players. I'm gonna give you guys a 3 out of 10. The Skull Merchant. I hate Skull Merchant for many different reasons, such as her players, her design, her weird-ass lore, her confusing power, how behavior just keeps on trying to fix her, and the list goes on. I'm sure there's cool Skull Merchant players, but I haven't seen them, so I'm giving Skull Merchant a 1 out of 10. The Singularity. Hux is fun, but very oppressive in the right hands. I actually really like facing it, so I give Hux a 7 out of 10. The Xenomorph. The alien is extremely fun to go against, and I love the counterplay with the flame turrets. I think it makes it stand out from all the other killers. The tail attacks are very fun to try to dodge, especially knowing that I suck as alien personally. So I give the alien a 9 out of 10. The Good Guy. Chucky is alright, I guess. I like the trash talk survivors, but otherwise I'm very bad against him. Oh god, I think that was a voice crack. I also suck playing as him. Unfortunate. But they did do a nerf to him, or there's a nerf for him coming in the next patch. So that's, I kind of feel bad for you guys now. So, 2 out of 10. The Unknown. Behind Wesker and Deathslinger, there's the Unknown as the third character I love to play as and against. Super fun, even if I lose. I respect the crazy shots they try to pull off, as I try to remember if they work or not when I end up playing, when I have my turn of playing the Unknown. And just this killer is so awesome. The design, the voice acting, and speaking of voice acting, I do want to say rest in peace Zoe Alexandra. I'm pretty sure that's her name. I'm gonna put it up screen. She passed away recently, and there's been a lot of ugly things thrown at her on Twitter, and it's so disgusting and distasteful, and a lot of them seem to be religious people, and I'm Christian. I think I've said that before, and it's really disgusting. So I hopefully she's resting in peace. And there's also a petition for Dead by Daylight or Behavior to add a charm into the game. That's to I'm trying to remember the correct wording. I don't remember it, but it's to spread awareness of the autoimmune disease that she has and all autoimmune diseases, and just her as a person. So really unfortunate. I'll have a link to the petition to give her a charm, and down in the description below. And that's all the killers. If I haven't said the ranking for Unknown, I completely forgot, but the Unknown gets a 10 out of 10. So the Unknown, Wesker, and Deathslinger are my favorite killers to play as in this game and play against. So let me know what you think about my rankings. Let me know who your favorite killers are to face and who are like the worst, like that you hate going against. Because I'm really curious about these kind of things. That's the reason why I make these videos, is for the discussion. So I don't want this video to be too long. So I'll see you guys later. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know if you agreed with my rankings. So leave a comment. And if you want to see more Dead by Daylight related videos, or just to hear me say some garbage, subscribe if you want to see more. So I think that's about it. I said the YouTube stuff, and yeah, okay. So see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.